Hello, hello, hello. Pink Floyd news. Pink Floyd news, you'll all be happy. I only do it because I know it gets the views. So click away, do the thing, like the thing, subscribe the thing, share the thing, leave a comment on the thing. Anyway, in the Telegraph at the weekend, there was an interview between the Telegraph, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't have been in the Telegraph, and Polly Samson and Davy Boy Gilmour. Samson's got a photography book coming out. She documented his tour. It's all right if you want to look at pictures, isn't it? I suppose, but that's not why. That's not why I'm talking. Well, I'm talking so you'll watch the video and earn me a shiny magic micro penny from the YouTube Corporation. But there's some things in there. The interesting thing is the sexism. There's a lot of sexism in the Pink Floyd fandom, apparently, because she said she was labelled the Yoko Ono of Pink Floyd. Now I've heard about this, and I do like to wind up Pink Floyd fans by saying that she's the longest serving lyricist of Pink Floyd. That always, over Roger Waters. That annoys people. It does. It annoys people, that does. But yeah, and also she didn't actually. I don't think she got married to Gilmour until something like 9 years after Waters stomped off. So yeah, that was one aspect. But the interesting thing is she talks about why she called out Roger Waters and left the now infamous tweet. The infamous tweet. This was back in 2023. Roger Waters, you are anti-Semitic to your rotten core. Also a Putin apologist and a lying, thieving, hypocritical, tax-avoiding, lip-syncing, misogynistic, sick with envy, megalomaniac. Enough of your nonsense. Yeah, he didn't like that too much. And Gilmour concurred. He said every word demonstrably true, which is fantastic. But she explains why she did this. Well, we all know that Roger Waters is anti-Semitic to his rotten core. We already know that, and we know he's a Putin apologist because he turned up at the UN, didn't he, and gave a little speech like he's important. He's just a bass player in a rock and roll band, for Christ's sake, trying to say that his mate was a good guy. But yeah, Polly Samson explains, quote, the reason I did it was because Pink Floyd are quite a faceless band. Everywhere I went, there's a chance that people thought I was married to the one who said the things like that. And it wasn't a great feeling. So she did it to distance herself from Roger Waters. Because, if you're not in the know, you might think she was married to Roger Waters. And that's a terrible... God, nobody wants to be married to Roger Waters. Especially all these ex-wives. How many have there been? 4? Is it 4? 4 ex-wives? That's good going, that is. I think he collects them. And so the journalist says, is she saying that people don't know the difference between Gilmour and Waters? And she says, I mean, we do, but lots of people of my age don't know. And she's right, because they are, pretty anonymous. They've always been, unknown. I think there's only been a very few times they've appeared on the album sleeves, isn't there? There's like Amagama and the inside of Medal and the front cover of Piper. Gilmour wasn't in it then. So yeah, she says, yeah, her husband, that'd be David, chips in, don't know the difference. And she continues, if they know you're married to someone from Pink Floyd, half the time people were giving me quite strange looks, and it was really uncomfortable. And I just wanted to draw a line and make it clear that these were not views held by me or the person I was married to. And they ask, has her pictures position on Waters changed? She goes, no, exactly the same. Every word demonstrably true, Gilmour repeats. So yeah, it's so then the journalist asks about them performing ever together again, and he says nothing. There's no way I would do that. And they move on. So yeah, there's no way he would move on. But it's interesting. They do talk about the deal with Sony Music. They sold their recorded music catalogue to Sony Music for over $1 million. He and Mason still own the name, while the band own their publishing rights as opposed to their record catalogue. Interesting that. So they've not sold their publishing. I know some, again, these deals are always a bit sketchy. You don't know what the deal is. So they've actually retained their publishing rights, but their recorded catalogue is gone. But yeah, Gilmour and Mason have absolutely no intention of reviving Floyd. Oh no, isn't that a shame? Isn't that a shame? So it was a good article. It was a nice article, actually, looking at the domestic life of the Gilmours. And they asked, what is the secret to a happy marriage? And David says, loving each other. Simple, really. See, genius. If only everyone else had figured that out. No one would divorce. Obviously, Roger Waters, he hasn't figured it out. But on to another story I saw about Pink Floyd. This is something, I don't know if this will, I'm not sure if this will fill you with joy or dread. Little from column A, little from column B. Apparently, Pink Floyd, the music, if you listen to it, really does alter your mind and could even help treat Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Yes, scientists say that listening to Pink Floyd really does have an effect on your brain cells. And in this study, researchers played the band's 1979 hit Another Brick in the Wall, monitored the impact it had on brain cells in humans and mice. How did they find mice who are Pink Floyd fans? That's what I know. Did they have little T-shirts on with Pink Floyd written on? How did they know that the mice would like Pink Floyd? But they found that the low frequency sounds in the song made the cells vibrate and caused certain parts of the brain to light up, indicating greater activity and triggering the release of certain proteins. And this was done at the Israeli Institute of Technology. Oh God. Roger Waters won't like it, will he? He wouldn't like it. He wouldn't like this research. Yeah. But yeah, apparently, scientists have puzzled how to get medication across the blood-brain barrier. It's a thin membrane which protects brain cells from damaging pollutants in the blood, but stops most drugs as well. But I reckon the most promising way is using microscopic bubbles known as lipid nanoparticles, which can be used to carry genetic material in COVID vaccines through the body. They're so small that thousands could fit across the width of a human hair. They always use human hair, don't they? They always use human hair to illustrate it. I think it's baldest. But yeah, they reckon that low frequency sounds, such as those of Pink Floyd's music, can boost the absorption and effectiveness of these lipid nanoparticles in the brain by up to 10 times, making brain cells more active. And the findings suggest that music could be one day used as a gentle, non-invasive way to enhance treatment for brain diseases. Yeah, Professor Avi Schroeder, who led the team, alongside Dr. Patricia Mora Raimundo, they said when you go to a dance hall and hear the thumping of the bass, it feels as if the body is vibrating. That's what happened to the brain when Pink Floyd is played. This low frequency sound could be a valuable tool for enhancing drug delivery to specific brain areas, and opens up new possibilities for precision medicine where sound waves are tailored to activate specific brain regions for targeted treatment in the neurological disorders such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. So yeah, this is in the Journal of Controlled Release, and they would play different types of music inside an MRI scanner, and the Pink Floyd one was the most successful at activating key areas of the brain. So there you go. That is in the Daily Mail. Listen to Pink Floyd. Now, my theory is that I'm going to end up in that old folks home, and all they're going to do is play Pink Floyd all day, and they're going to say, hold on a minute, that's what I've been doing most of my life. I came here to get away from that. And they go, no, it's good for you, son. It's good for you. So there you go. 2 little news items about the Pink Floyd for you to enjoy. I'll put the links in the comments so you can read them yourselves. But yeah, what Pink Floyd song alters your mind? Leave a comment in the comment box below. And also, what's your secret to a happy marriage? We'll do that. Is it listening to Pink Floyd? Is it not being married to Roger Waters? I don't know. There's many ways to look at it. So yeah, thanks for watching. That was a little bit of Pink Floyd news for you to keep you interested, to keep your titters tattled. And yeah, we'll do this all again soon. Thank you for watching. There's only one more thing left to say. By now, you know what that is. That is ta-ta.